All right, so we focused a lot on evading the rear round kick. However, you needed to evade that rear round kick, whether it was low, middle, or high. Right now, we're gonna take a few at the midline and we're gonna focus on some destructions to it. Some interceptions, if you will, if you wanna borrow a line from the JKD program, or maybe a meet the force if you wanna borrow a line from our colleague program, our Pontotocan program. However you want to picture this, but we're going to block their kick. So first thing we're gonna cover is, again, it's a midline kick. I'm going to shift my weight to my rear hip. As I do, I fire this leg up. And when I fire this leg up, my toes are bent up. Okay, if my toes are bent down, my whole leg flops. But if my toes are bent up, then it's a lot more rigid. Master Chai has an awesome demonstration of this, where he has somebody stand with their foot like this, and he smashes it with a Thai pad, or brings this up and he smashes the Thai pad. What would you rather do? I just thought that was great. So anyway, when you do this, you fire this straight up, and it should be at a 45-degree angle. Okay, if I'm straight on with it, I'm going to get folded in over. I'm going to get folded in half. If I bring it too far out and it's coming in midline, fairly far apart, I have a pretty solid chance of eating that kick right into my midsection. If I'm really close and they throw that, I can make that like a 90 and make that more of a Karasak, the shield. But right now what we're going to try and focus on is the 45-degree angle. So with this 45-degree angle, you're going to bring your elbow on the outside. Okay? You're going to have your hand up. Cover that kick. Set it down. Cover that kick and set it down. And cover that kick and set it down. Pretty simple. Next one we're going to cover is we're going to counter their rear kick with a teep. Okay? So their rear kick comes in, you lead teep. Teep. Rear kick comes in and teep. You're just taking the longer weapon and you're going in a straighter line of attack. So you're going to end up beating them to the punch if you have proper timing and speed. Next thing we're going to cover is going to be the catch. Okay? Again, right now we're focusing on this midline. So to focus on this midline a little bit more, I'm going to catch this rear round kick that's coming in, right? So as this rear round kick comes in, I need to kind of step away from the power. I need to kind of give it a bit of a cushion. As I give it that cushion, I kind of intercept it a little bit. I take some of the sting off of it, I check it, I wrap over it, and I lift high. So as the kick comes in, I fade out, I stuff it, I wrap it, and I lift it. Fade, stuff, wrap, and lift. Fade, stuff, wrap, and lift. Fade, stuff, wrap, and lift. Now, if you're very short and you can get underneath it, you can also fade, stuff, wrap, and bring it in. And it's going to be more of an underhook as opposed to an overhook. Fade, stuff, and underhook. I'll be honest with you, most people don't kick way up to my head, so I don't use this underhook one very often. So, stuff, wrap, and lift. The lift is important because when you do that lift, it helps pull me off balance. You can use that as a way to get a sweep. So if I've caught this here like this, I can sweep that foot out. Or you can just use this as a way to pull them into other shots. It's a great way to keep them off balance, which is very, very important. So we've covered our Karasak, or our just cover. We've also covered our teep interception, and then we've covered sort of a wrap. Next thing that we're going to cover here is going to be we can call it a knee spike, okay? So as this kick comes in, you're going to get your knee underneath their shin. So as opposed to meeting shins here, you're going to try and lift their leg up on top of yours. Now, it's kind of hard to demonstrate without a partner, but what's going to happen here is as this leg comes in, you are trying to lift up underneath it with your own leg. So you're trying to bring it up. As you bring it up, you smash down on top of it. So, get that out of my way. So, there should be a kick between my arm and my leg. And I'm smashing that shot. So, I smash that shot. I smash that shot. You can use your elbow to smash it. You can use your hammer fist to smash it. You can use just a straight forearm to smash it. But you bring it up like a kick, but it might have gone a little higher than you're expecting. So, you have to kind of get that last little pop with your hip to raise it up. Again, lifting it kills their power, and you drop down on top of it. So knee spike, and knee spike. Now, the last one that I wanted to kind of cover here for the midline, it's going to be built off of the ones that we've already done. So what we're going to do here is we're going to incorporate our round kick shot to counter their round kick. So this one's going to be a little bit awkward, especially if you've never done this before. You can do this two ways. You can cross step it or you can hop it, okay? So again, my rear round kick is coming at you. As my rear round kick is coming at you, what you need to do is you need to hop off and cut with your round kick into my midsection. So your round kick beats my round kick. So instead of you staying in the same line of attack and eating this shot or defending this shot, you're actually cutting the angle here and driving that line at the same time. If you cut the angle properly, if you hop this angle properly, you will beat me to the kick, right? So hop that shot in and kick. Hop that shot in and kick. Hop that shot in and kick. So I had mentioned earlier that you can cross step this as well. So I'll be honest with you, this isn't my favorite way to do it, but you can definitely try it. So I'll cross step this in and kick. See the round kick? Cross step and kick. Cross step and kick. Cross step and kick. Now, just to recap, we've covered midline intercepting shots, meeting the four shots. You can call this wrap, even a follow the four, so meet then follow, if you will, if you really want to stick with some of the collie terminology. But we're just defending the rear round kick at a midline. So again, first one is just straight cover, right? You bring it out at 45, your toes are up, and your elbows on the outside, protecting your head. Second one we did was you intercept it with that teep. You beat them to the center. Third one we did was stuff, wrap, and lift with the fade out to catch. All right, next one we covered was the knee spike. So the kick comes in and you spike, your leg comes up underneath it and your hand comes down on top of it. Again, this one I have found, if I ever search for it, it's hard for me to get. But if I'm trying to cover a kick that I think is low and they try and fade it high, I can make that happen. So it's just like in collie, you don't sit there and seek disarms, they just tend to happen, right? So as this is coming in, spike that shot. As this is coming in, spike that shot. So again, their leg gets sandwiched between your thigh and your arm. And then the last one is you either cross step it or you hop round kick it. So if this kick is coming at me, I hop and I kick. I hop kick. I'm turning that corner faster than they can bring that kick in. Or I cross step and kick. Cross step and kick. So use this sort of mechanic if you don't have a training partner, shadowbox it. So as I'm out here shadowboxing, running through whatever I want to run through, I might have to counter that kick. Kick one back, throw a four count if you want, bang, get back into it. If you want to start incorporating some of your longer counts, incorporate your longer counts. But every now and then, whoop, I got to deal with something, bang. So just remember to incorporate your evasions, whichever evasions you might choose, as well as some intercepting shots into your shadowboxing. That will help you immensely when you get back in here and we start working more timing drills or sparring. So I hope this helps. Thank you very much.